But let's go to factor number 3. Here's a biggie. I'm not gonna tiptoe around anyone's toes. I'm gonna step directly on them. Insecurity. This comes with age as well, but a lot of people never kick it. Insecurity is basically when you're more worried about something than you should be. Like, say, the furry fandom as a whole. Wow. It's been viewed as a fetish. It's been viewed as weird. It's something a lot of people are not gonna understand. It's something that you're worried about being judged by when you first get into it, most likely. So, with this insecurity, you're expecting to be attacked. You're expecting all of this, you're worried about it, and when it does happen, you're more likely to respond, and you're more likely to respond bigger. It's like a chip on someone's shoulder. They're carrying it around, and you push their button, and they go, "Wah!" It's insecurity for you. Now, again, as you get older, a lot of this should kind of fade. Some people never seem to kick that habit, but with age and experience, and learning and all that good stuff that you get through the ages, insecurities tend to go down a little bit. So, that's the third reason. Now, the fourth reason, the fourth factor, building pressure. That's what I'm going to call it. When, because, I mean, it's, you get picked on something once, let's be honest, a lot of us just don't care. You mess with us once, we're like, dude, why are you messing with me? And then you brush it off and go on. People pick on you every day, you brush it off, you brush it off, you brush it off, and it keeps coming back, and you're like, go the frick away. And it gets annoying, and it goes from annoying to frustrating, and from frustrating to downright irritating, and from irritating to making you angry. And, you know, people just get so tired of it after a while that they just start reacting. And, you know, I'm not saying that people get picked on a lot as furries, but they do get picked on fairly constantly. And unless they shut people down pretty much immediately, which most people don't do, then they get picked on again. And again. And again. And again. And people twist words. And just like real life, let's see, the other day, I'm in the freaking middle of a bath. Alright, my phone rings. You know, told my parents, told my family, told my friends about the whole furry thing. Something on the answering machine, they're like, pick up the phone. I don't care. I'm in the middle of something. Go away. But so, you know, I get on the road, I call back. Talk about a couple things, but basically my mom got told about the CSI episode, which I told her about before, but, you know, memories are not always people's strongest points when it's not particularly pertinent to them at the moment. But then when it becomes pertinent to them later, that memory sharpens a little bit. So, you know, it's just random happening. And it's like, I went through this before, she wasn't paying attention. Now that she's been exposed to it, I can go through and actually tackle this. And, you know, what are you going to do? Get a couple videos, show a couple things, talk to her a little bit. It's all good. But, you know, when you have just random events like this, you have people trying to pick on you over the internet and everything. It gets annoying. And, you know, if you're smart, you'll take this annoyance and you'll go blow off steam. You'll play video games like EverQuest, or a first-person shooter, or Age of Conan, or Devil May Cry 3, or some of the Wii games, just, you know, anything. Or go outside, do some exercises, go mow, go do some yard work, wow. And, you know, just anything to kind of let off a little bit of steam. Because if you let it build up, and you let it build up, and you don't really do anything to get rid of it, you don't vent it all anywhere, then eventually it just erupts on its own. And a lot of times after people actually erupt, then they're sore on that point after that. because they've done it, and they've gone out everywhere, and then people pick on them about that. And, I mean, you know, what can you do? All these things add up together. And, if you're one of the groups out there on the internet, they get picked on about it. You have to be secure with yourself. You have to try to overcome the disadvantage of your age, and be maybe a little bit wiser beyond your ears. Wow! Beyond your years, not beyond your ears, but maybe beyond those too, I don't know. If you've got particularly big ears, that might be hard for you. But yeah, wise beyond your years. Try to minimize those insecurities and blow off a little steam occasionally. That's my take on, you know, why furries respond like they do. And, you know, I'm sure I missed something. I'm sure I really missed something here. But I'm not perfect. I'm sorry. I'm going to miss things occasionally. Just going to, like, shamelessly plug my shirt here. It's nice to meet you. You seem like a really interesting person. And it says I'm lying. I have no reason for doing that whatsoever. I really don't care, but I did it just on impulse. So, on that note, Rufus bids you good day. Pow! Oh my god, I did Blue's Clues. I'm going straight to hell.